Welcome to A-Level Photography. My name's Lewis Moreland-Cook and I'm the course leader. Today I'm going to hopefully give you a whistle-stop tour of everything you need to know about the course. So, starting with, this is 100% coursework. There is no official exam at the end of it. It is a 2-year course made up of 2 components. Now, component 1 technically starts when you arrive on day 1 and will last then for 16 months so that you end up finishing it on January 31st of your second year. During that time, we aim to build skills. So some of you may come onto this course having done a GCSE in photography. Some of you may have not. As a result, we need to even the kind of playing field, and that means that in the first part of your first year, it's all about building those key skills and getting you up to scratch so that it's an equal playing field. As that year develops, I'll set some briefs and you'll work on lots of little mini projects. Building different kind of key skills in each one of those projects until the point that the second year rolls around and it becomes a lot more independent. So at the start of that second year, you start making a full project that is entirely based off your own ideas. Now that ends on January 31st of that second year. All of that work can be used and submitted as component 1. Then component 2 starts on the 1st of February of that second year and lasts roughly 4 months. Now this component is set by the exam board. So AQA will send us a list of roughly 9 different briefs, and you as an individual then select the one that appeals most. From that you then go out and make a project in 4 months, ending up in an exam style kind of 15-hour controlled conditions, which essentially means that you make your final piece in a kind of an exam style. Now there's nothing to worry about for that. It is broken down into little sections so you don't do all 15 hours at once, and hopefully it's just you making your final piece for that project that you've just commenced. Now, one thing that we need to make nice and clear at the start, that this is a photography course, and every week we are going to ask over these 2 years that you're going to go out and take photographs for whatever project it is that you'll be commencing at that time. Okay, so the kind of key thing is that you are keen and eager to take photographs, because if you are photographing things outside and around the place, then they tend to be a lot more interesting than just focusing on what we've got on college site. Okay, so we will then move on to what you're going to need. We will ask you to buy a sketchbook at some point on the course. We do tend to try and get everyone working in that. We often start the course using a kind of digital sketchbook and then move out as the course progresses. These are available from college at a very reasonable price because we end up bulk buying, so please probably do not go and buy one in advance. Just get one from the college when asked. Stationery, just like any other course would provide, probably the only things extra are maybe scissors, glue or double-sided tape. Then one of the key things is money for printing. When you end up entering the kind of work that is sketchbook based, then stuff is going to need to be printed to go in there, so all your photographs and contact sheets, etc. Need to end up being printed out, and that does cost money at the college, so please put a bit of money aside for that. If you already have a DSLR camera, then that is great, but we do ask that people enter the course with one. If you are someone that can't afford this, then please be in contact with the bursary team because they may be able to help out with that. Alongside this DSLR camera, we ask that you have obviously an SD card so you can take your photographs, and a card reader and a memory stick so you can essentially transfer those files once they're taken. Now, something that is desirable is having Photoshop at home. Now that just means that you can work on things outside of college hours and outside of the college campus. It's not necessary, but it's always desirable for you to be able to do that. Now there are a couple of different plans via Adobe that allow you to access Photoshop, and that's kind of up to you. They are per monthly schemes, so those prices do roll over, and it is per month. Okay, so the work that is produced, one of the key things is that we try and have an exciting range of work. So whatever it is that you are personally kind of excited by and you want to make work about, we try and encourage you to do that and follow your own pathways into it. We will get you to explore the standard kind of genres of portraiture, landscape, documentary, still life, but that happens in the first year, and it's always good for you to explore those so you know what you like and what you don't like. Building from that though, and when it becomes more and more independent, It's about how you want to kind of take your project forward. What it is that you want to photograph is up to you, and then it's kind of our job as tutors and teachers to kind of guide you through that process and make sure that you hit all the kind of assessment objectives so you get the best grades for your work possible. But as you can see on the screen, lots of diversity within the kind of things that are photographed and the kind of ranges of how people kind of take their photographic work forward. So things both for the student but also for the parents in this is that it is a photography course, and obviously there are photographic skills that are learnt, so theory based things around art and photography, the technical side of how to use your camera, produce prints, Photoshop work, etc. Exploring different media, different studio lighting. If you have a particular desire to go in the darkroom and learn analog photography, then we have a great darkroom with 16 enlargers that is something that everyone hopefully can experience on their time here, and is something that as the course progresses, if you want to use it more and more, then that kind of allows you as an individual to do that. Also some other curatorial skills, so it might be in bookmaking, it might be how you lay work out and produce work in frames and series. So all of those things are really kind of key photographic skills. However, we also like to push upon you that you will learn lots of transferable skills as well. So for instance, a project is over a length of time, and time management is really key. Being able to analytically think about your work and then be able to express that both in the written form and visually. Trying to be reflective on what you are doing and evaluate how you are going to move forward and progress in your projects. The whole idea of you running a project as well, and project development and management of that time and kind of process is something that is taught as well. Those independent research skills, being determined and problem solving, thinking creatively to essentially push your projects forward, and engaging with contemporary culture as a general. All of these things are things that can be moved, so if you are going to go on and study other things, maybe at university or your next steps after college, there are lots of skills that are learnt on this course that aren't purely photographic, but obviously those things are taught as well. Hopefully most of the things that you wanted to know about the course have been covered, but if not, there will be different events throughout the year, and also get in contact with us and we'll try and answer any questions. Everything is available on the college website, and thank you for watching this.